Well, hello, sports fans. I'm Dudley Thompson, and welcome to Make We Talk Sports. And it's 96.1 on the FM dial. And today's Make We Talk Sports. It's a mixture of good and sadness here inside the program because on Sunday, after the US, we all woke up, got the news that one of Jamaica's, sorry, the world's foremost basketball player, Kobe Bryant, is no longer with us. I say Jamaica, that's mistaken there. Accustomed to Jamaica being great, but this one is an American. and sad news that about Kobe Bryant, and very, very sad indeed. We have more on that for you inside the program. And also, Jamaican Sunshine Girls, they finished behind New Zealand. Tournament there over in South Africa. And also, Godfrey Lotian is now under pressure as TT boss and more on that. Also, table tennis, Premier League, and much more inside Make We Talk Sports here on Roots FM 96.1. But we're going to start out today's show on a rather sad note, as you're all aware by now, that Kobe Bryant, the 18-time NBA All-Star, and he also won 5 championships and became one of the greatest basketball player of his generation during his 20-year career. And he spent entirely with the Los Angeles Lakers, and he died yesterday in a helicopter crash, and he was only 41. And he and 8 other persons died in that crash, and the other persons in the crash also include Orange Coast College baseball coach John Ottobelli. His wife and daughter also died in the crash, along with Brian's one of his daughter, Gina, and parents and other persons who were not identified also died in that crash. A total of 9 persons died in that crash. And Brian retired in 2016 as the third leading scorer in NBA's history, finishing 2 decades with LA Lakers as a prolific scorer. And he held that spot in the league, ranked second until Saturday night when the Lakers' LeBron James passed him for the third place during a game in Philadelphia in Bryant's hometown. And Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest career in recent NBA history, and become one of the game's most popular player as the face of the 16-time NBA champion, the LA Lakers franchise. I know Kobe Bryant here, and he was a league MVP in 2008 and a two-time NBA scoring champion, and he earned 12 Neal in a combustible partnership to lead the LA Lakers to NBA titles in 2001, in 2000, 2001, and 2002. He later teamed up with Paul Gaskell to win 2 more titles in 2009 and 2010. And as we said to you earlier, it's really a sad way to kick off today's program as we mourn the loss of this basketball legend, Kobe Bryant, at age 41. I'm going to get some reactions from persons, both local and overseas, to the loss here of this legend, Kobe Bryant. And as some say, I'm gone too soon. Really. And I said, really, it went too soon there. This outstanding one, Kobe Bryant, went down in an helicopter crash. One of the greatest ever a basketball player.
Tweeting, there's no words to express the pain I'm going through with this tragedy of losing my niece, Gigi, and my brother, Kobe Bryant. I love you, and you will be missed. My condolences go out to the Bryant family and the families of their passengers on board.
In 2001, I believe I was playing in New Jersey, and the All-Star game, if I'm not mistaken, and y'all can correct me, it was in Philly, right? Yeah, that Saturday, me and Maverick drove to the Intercontinental downtown Philadelphia, and he gave me a pair of his shoes, which I ended up wearing that following night, it was the red, white, and blue Kobe's.
All right, there you heard there from persons there paying tribute there to this outstanding player Kobe Bryant there for you. But here more tributes. They're coming in there for Kobe Bryant. Here on Root FM 96.1.
My son and I were kind of just hanging around the house. We kind of heard a sputter. It was really loud. I wasn't sure what it was, and we kind of blew it off. But shortly after that, my son came back and said he started getting text messages from friends of his saying that it was some sort of aircraft or something that went down.
Yeah.
What were the weather conditions like at that time?
Early in the morning it was foggy, it was like dense fog, cloudy. You couldn't really see up there. So
We got up here about 11:30, and it was pretty foggy then.
yes, sir. Yeah, it was really foggy.
Your thoughts? You guys came out here because of who it was. It was Kobe and 4 other people that lost their lives in this crash. Your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's tragic, you know. It's another death. You know, he was close. I had a close place in my heart. I went to his gym, Mamba Academy. You know, knew a lot of people there.
You met him?
Yes.
He helped coach you?
Yeah.
And it wasn't guys only, girls too.
Girls, toddlers, children. Yeah, a lot of different genders.
And one thing that impressed me about this guy was and he really was invested in the lives that we could see from the outside, took them to from the wreckage there, and thoughts going through your mind.
It's one of those things where if you don't see it, you don't believe it. I have a lot of people like me and calling like, this is real. I had this so close, I had to come and see. It's like, there's just no way. There's no way. It's for a long time.
My best.
Thanks. At West in 2011, and Kobe would literally come and sit with all of our basketball players and tell them, because Westchester was a predominantly black school, so many rewards, just did so much for the community. And everyone in general, just that's not common out here, and especially for a celebrity. And so someone who has that big of just everything upon him, you can't put one thing on this man, and he did everything in his power to make sure that those basketball players knew that it was possible. And then a lot of them did go and get scholarships for basketball, and a lot of them are very successful now, and I'm pretty sure they could say the same thing. Like, meeting him those 4 years changed their lives. I mean, it changed my life, and I just got to work with the man. So imagine playing with him.
You know, you mentioned it saying in the instance that Kobe and his daughter were being introduced into heaven, you know, whoever you believe in, God, Allah, Buddha, whoever, it would go a little something like, you know, introducing 6'6" shooting guard from Lower Merion High School, 18-time All-Star in the NBA, 2-time MVP, holds the second most points in a single game at 81, first-time unanimous ballot for the Hall of Fame. Introducing, God, you got a good one, Kobe Bryant. So something like that, you know what I'm saying? They loved it, you know, and it made me feel better too, you know what I mean? Because I've been down, and she tell you too, I'm a shoe connoisseur sometimes. So came and brought my Mambas out, signed them, and yeah, she said it's going to be a hard day, but as we were saying earlier too, Kobe really did put a template out, you know, just to say something is Kobe's system. I'm playing hurt. Interesting, he actually used that on the court. Learned French for a game to talk mess to Tony Parker. You know what I mean? Learned when he's talking to Luka Doncic on the sideline the other week. Like, and just now, you know, we're sitting here looking at him from this side of things, and his daughter and, you know, the people who unfortunately were on the helicopter. But yeah, I'm just glad, as I said earlier, of course, my children, when I do have them, one day they won't be able to say they can do the same, but I'm happy and blessed to say I lived in a world, the same world as Kobe Bryant.
You know, you Kobe Bryant's way of giving back to the community. I'm joined by Laker fan Josh Alpert. Josh, you came here today. Kind of tell us why you decided to come out. I saw you, you know, staring at the growing memorial here. You were gotten very emotional.
Yeah, so like everyone else, this morning started out as a regular day, and all of a sudden, one of my neighbors from the Calabasas area posted that Kobe Bryant was dead, and I just had like a panic attack and I broke down and I thought it was like fake news for a moment. I couldn't imagine that it would be true. And then went crazy looking for some credible news sources and found out it was true and just sat in my chair all day watching, different news clips of whatever was going on. And I'm just sitting there like I'm mourning, almost like a family member. I haven't felt this way since my father died, like maybe 10 or 11 years ago. And I kind of feel crushed by it. Kobe was, not only was he a superb athlete, he was an icon. He wasn't only a Los Angeles icon, he was a worldwide icon. And this one just hit extra hard. There's celebrities and athletes that die all the time, but this one really got to me, and I felt like I had to come here, being that it's within reasonable distance, and pay my respects like everyone else.
What is it like to be here with all of these Lakers fans kind of mourning together?
It's no different than being at a funeral. It's very somber and it's terrible. I don't know how else to describe it. It literally feels like no different than being at a cemetery right now. It's pretty bad.
Some fans have been sharing their
Moved out here 4 years ago, grew up in New York, and I was always a Kobe Bryant fan from across the country. Even before I claimed to be a Lakers fan, I would always catch him in Madison Square Garden whenever possible, and I caught the end of his career out here when I moved here a few years ago. And I think my best memory surrounded by Kobe was the day of his last game. I had full intentions of going to that game, and I forgot that I booked a business trip to New York, and I was so angry because I really wanted to be there and because I knew it was going to be special. And you can't watch these things live on the plane, but somehow my flight got canceled and we had to take another flight with JetBlue, and they happened to have DirecTV, and I got to watch the whole game go.
And the tribute continue from overseas, and also Jamaican with a different spin on the entire thing, but the tribute continue from fans overseas.
But he was a good friend and someone that I shared a friendship. And it's hard for me to understand now how this is affecting Joe and his wife. So to Kobe's family, I want to send my most sincere and heartfelt regrets and prayers. And my thoughts are with you guys. Kobe was an incredible family man. He loved his wife and daughters. He was an incredible athlete and a leader in a lot of ways. He inspired a whole generation of young athletes. He was one of the first ones to leave high school and come to the NBA and do so well, dominating the game and becoming one of the best scorers that the Los Angeles Lakers has ever seen. I had the privilege of being there when he scored his 81-point game, and it was something that I will always remember as one of the highlights of the things that I have learned and observed in sports. Kobe, my thoughts are with you. Absolutely. Rest in peace, young man. This loss it's just hard to comprehend. Go with God.
And that was NBA legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, giving tribute to Kobe Bryant. The Jamaicans also weighed in with the tributes to the outstanding basketball player, and some Jamaicans have a different spin on what happened.
You understand? And it was really saddening to hear about the tragic accident that's take place. But like I said, when I listen to the news and it happened, and I wish I passed away. But may God be with him.
Everybody else, but I want to know why it is Kobe Bryant alone getting all the highlights and he's 9% dead inside of the helicopter. So why? I feel like we are still, but I don't know what to say.
But best basketball me watch in the world to me, Different, because only him alone becomes a basketball, I know. Me I tell you true. But you see right now, the highlight of it, eh? Them alone them can't talk about him. Cause enough man there tonight too. 9 person. No one saying they can't say another 9 person name. Eh? Who's them? We can't tell them who's like how Kobe Bryant, a big baller, a big basketballer in Jamaica. 5-time world champion, as well as I said. Them start telling the people who is them too, like I said, them is the one who is them and what is the name and what them name and where them come from, which country them come from. They don't tell where Kobe Bryant come from. Them born much 41 and this is not, they can't tell you in the rest of people them name too. Because we data alone is my talk, but data alone. Why? Yeah, really. Yeah, you have to stop it.
Here they are Jamaican with a different spin on the incident there. They told at the top of the program, other persons died in the crash as well, including the Orange, yes, old bro, the other Kobe Bryant, including the Orange Coast College basketball coach, John Atobelli, his wife and daughter also died in the crash as well, alongside Kobe and his daughter, Gina. And also there was a parent who had to be identified, and some parents was also along there as well. And and the pilot, so include 9 persons, include died in that crash. Sad there. We'll take a quick pause for the calls and come back more inside Make We Talk Sports.
Voter ID card.
Oh, a good thing renew my own.
The Electoral Office of Jamaica is now renewing voter registration identification cards. If your voter ID card has an issue date of 2015 or earlier, visit any EOJ office or renewal center to renew. Current voter ID cards remain valid until December 31, 2020. For more information, call the EOJ toll-free at 888-991-8683 or visit ecj.com.jm.
Child deserve protection, proper parenting, that's a part of the plan. Educate them about the right and wrong. Don't beat them, put down the belt, yeah man. Talk openly to your child about safety. I be a thing that going in the country of lately. If I them alone, don't make them go places. Teach them to run away from danger, don't face it. That's right. Protect the children, please. Me don't want to see no bruise for them knees. No, protect the children, please. Especially in times like these. Why? Protect the children, please. Make them bloom like flowers and trees. Why? Protect the children, please. Me a beg you no. Protect the children, please. Bullying need to stop. Corporal punishment that need to stop. Beating a whip pot that need to stop. No let them alone and when the grill lock. Read the Child Care Protection Act. Best interest and safety them have that lock. Family support them will help with that.
A message from the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA.
And they lost a legend. Well, it is sad and they are lost a legend.
All right, and we welcome back the female there, giving her views there on Kobe Bryant. She's from the Marlwood Committee. Yes, indeed, there, 96.1 on the FM dial. Welcome back now to Make We Talk Sports, and it's 96.1 on Saturday in sports with the loss of this outstanding basketball player, mentor, Kobe Bryant. We move on now to back home now to sports locally now, and well-known Jamaican sporting figure is now in the hot seat once again, and this is the president of the Jamaica TT Association, and that is Mr. Godfrey Lothian. Again, Godfrey Lothian again is in the hot seat, as the Jamaica TT Association President Godfrey Lothian is hitting back at his former challenger Karen Sinclair Lim and new challenger on Andrew Liu. This was after comments were made about his position with the sports body, and the JTT president rubbished claims that he should not be acting in the capacity as president following September's court ruling. Lothian also addressed concerns raised by former challenger Sinclair Lynn about who was conducting a financial audit for Sinclair Lim and Lou for this Friday. And he said which they're proposing that a committee be set up to run the JTTA. And Mr. Lothian he said that he will not be attending. He and his team will not be attending that meeting.
Jamaica is illegal. What they are doing, Friends of Jamaica, is illegal. They have no legal basis to be doing that. I will not be attending that Friday meeting at the Sports Development Association. Chatty Girl, no, I will not be there. And my group and my team will not be there. And I know a number of clubs and parishes will not be there because we are not going to legitimize them.
You hear there from Mr. Godfrey Lothian, and he's saying that meeting is really an illegal meeting. And if he attended that meeting, he'd be legitimizing an illegal organization. So they're saying that Mr. Lothian, based on September's court ruling, that he does not have the authority to be acting as president of the TT Association based on the court ruling. But Mr. Lothian stated that the court ruled that he must desist from using the name Jamaica Table Tennis Jamaica Limited. And what he said is not the president of the Jamaica TT Association, not the president of Table Tennis Jamaica Limited. That was the name that was the name change that he did when he became president, but it went to court and it was ordered by the court to stop acting or stop using that name Table Tennis Jamaica Limited, and it's in revert to the old name of Jamaica Table Tennis Association. So it's not the president of Jamaica. That's in his defense. He's the president. He's the elected president of the Jamaica TT Association, and is no longer acting in the capacity as president of Table Tennis Jamaica Limited. So according to the court ruling, it's against TT Jamaica Limited, not TT Association, according to Mr. Godfrey Lothian. So he said is legally the elected president of this association. And Mr. Lothian also said that it's been at the heart of JTTA since 2012. The JTA says a new date for the AGM will be set as soon as the audit is completed. But right now, it's not in any hurry to announce the names of the auditors. But he says as soon as things are in place, the new date for the AGM will be announced. And it was challenged earlier by Miss Karen Sinclair Lim, and she lost at election, took him to court, and she got a court ruling against the Table Tennis Jamaica Limited. And now there's a new challenger, Andrew Liu, and Karen Sinclair Lim is backing that challenger. Well, Road Sports will keep you posted as soon as that AGM date will be announced, and we'll see if Mr. Lothian retains. Mr. Lothian also says that they must stop about the character assassination and then come and prove their worth at the polls. So they're saying no, they're not attacking his character. You know, it's politics to gain the mileage, but they say that don't go on the character assassination. Come at the polls and prove your mettle. So the Lothian is confident that he'll be returned as president whenever the AGM is called. So again, we have to wait and see how that one will work out. All right, as we continue here inside Make We Talk Sports, welcome there to Mr. Winston Gel. Hi, Mr. Winston Gel from USA Keep It Lock. All right, Mr. Winston Gel, I trust you have any comment there. All right, Mr. Winston Gel, we're gonna move now to some news now on to football. All right, and we say congrats to the Olympic Gardens football team, and they are the JFF knockout champions after they stunned defending champions Waterhouse 4. This will be 5-4 and penalties. The captain and both teams played to a 2-all draw at the end of regulation and full time. A 2-all draw, but Waterhouse and both teams ended with 10 players. And Olympic Gardens prevailed. I think 5-4 and penalties at the expense. And it's their first title. They're winning. And they got the better of the reigning champions, Waterhouse. I'm going to hear now from both coaches who spoke during the post-game interview.
Worried about when we got the red card, so because I never played with 10 before, so the players did have to show a little guts coming back, and they did. I asked them to just believe in themselves, and they did it, and it paid off.
All right, you heard there from the coach of the Olympic Gardens team after they won the title, and they beat in Waterhouse 5-4, sorry, in that finals. All right, it's 96.1 on this year FM dial. And as you heard there, a big win there for the Olympic Gardens team. They're just by clinking oval. And there was a striving male team some years ago, the likes of Ian Pepe Goodison and Gregory Messam. And those players used to play for the coached by top coach Admiral Bailey. It was a top team years ago, but since they were down regulated from the Premier League, they're not being the same as years gone by. So again, congratulations to the Olympic Gardens team for winning their first title, the JFF knockout title. All right, and some news now on cricket as the Jamaica Scorpions suffered their first defeat of the season's regional 4-day competition, and they went down by 119 runs to Barbados Pride inside 3 days at Sabina Park. Mr. Jelly said Jamaica are not an ardent supporter of sports overall. You said Jamaicans are wagonist. That you have a point there, Mr. Jelly. You have a point, Winston Jelly. You have a point. All right, and we're now on some news on cricket now, and the Scorpions took the last four. The Scorpions took the last four prior second innings wicket for 27 runs to dismiss them for 206 after they were resumed on 197 for 4. Nicholas Gordon took 3 wickets to fall the end of 6 for 45, and Patrick Hardy Jr. bagged 3 for 33. Set 288 runs to win. The Scorpions collapsed at 37 for 4 and at 72 for 5 at lunch, and they went down. They were down and out of the contest at 128 for 8. Scalp of the game to wrap up the innings at 168. And Kumabana was the only batsman put on any resistance with an unbeaten 39. Holder ended up with match haul of 11 for 92 and bagged 6 for 47 in the second innings. So congratulations to the Jamaica Scorpions. Sorry, to the Barbados Pride, and for getting the better of the Jamaican Scorpions. All right, as we continue here on Roots FM 96.1. All right, some news now on track and the field. Brenna Williams. I didn't know, as you already know, that she now turns pro at age 17. She's now a pro athlete, and she ran on Saturday inside the stadium at the Queen Grace Jackson meet under wet conditions when she won the 60 meters. And they're still deciding if they should allow her to run at the World Indoor Championships. Mr. Jelly saying that we said commenting here. Let's hear from our viewers here on WDT Media. I think that's why the Sports Jamaica is not able to. Yes, Winston Gel. Saying Winston Gel is now saying that that sports overall, that how come Jamaica are not ardent supporters of sport overall in Jamaica? Well, look at it this way though. In Jamaica, million persons, and they're now saying Jamaica has 12 teams in the Premier League. We don't have a kind of population like say a big European country to start a full stadiums. And we don't have the quality players either who can pull player fans to the stadium. The only time Jamaica we can see a full house in Jamaican sports is when the regular boys look like they're going. It's boys and girls champs. Apart from boys and girls champs, that's the biggest high school meet in the hemisphere, and in my view, in the entire world, right? But apart from the high school boys and girls champs, and if you go like if Jamaica is playing to qualify for the World Cup, and it look like we're on track to qualify, we'll see a full stadium. But the moment it becomes clear that Jamaica will not qualify, you'll see a half-empty stadium. That's just the reality. That's the reality. Hello there, we say a Chinese. Hello there. I say a Chinese name here. What if you're from China Harbor? All right. Pay. I say pay. He said pay. If pay the players. Well, the Jamaican Jamaican local football clubs or cricket club do have the kind of crowd support to pay players big money like overseas. And the JFF, right? Not JFF, the Premier League. Oh, you're from North Korea. Oh, blessings there from North Korea. Welcome from North Korea. I do know that North Korea have internet service because of the whole regime in North Korea. Anyway, welcome from just you're outside the country. You're from North Korea, but you didn't get your name though. All right, blessings. Welcome to Jamaica, and hope you're enjoying Make We Talk Sports. They're from North Korea. As we were saying, I remember North Korea played World Cup football some time ago. Yes, and night in North Korea. All right, blessings there. I trust that you're from the government side. Why you have net in North Korea? Not no disrespect, but we know all the North Korea regime run already. So welcome to North Koreans and the person in North Korea. Hope you're enjoying the program. Although we don't speak your language, but hope you have some translators that can give us the program in your language in North Korea. All right, I'm gonna say that and Jamaica don't have the TV rights here is not as big as overseas either. So and get receipts cannot pay players. Like for instance now, when a Waterhouse play Arnett Gardens, the crowd might be like a 8,000-9,000 persons, and that crowd at $500 entry fee, and that cannot pay players adequately. All right, to give you a breakdown now. You said I from North Korea, but I all right, I hear you. All right, let's give you a quick look up now. All right, I remember a club. I was speaking to a club one time, and he said the Premier League lasts from September until May, and the budget for that Premier League is like $29 million. The budget, and for the entire season, the club don't earn that money. So each club in Jamaica Premier League is operating at a loss, a deficit then. So and we do have players in Jamaica who can get big endorsement deals like players overseas. Look at the difference. Tajay Gale is now a world champion in long jump, and now he is now has a major contract with I think it's Nike, and we were just saw where Brother Williams have become pro and also have a contract. But the difference is local based football players could not get those endorsements because football locally is not a big thing overseas. Nobody will come and sit down and watch Jamaican local football because just not of the standard like football in Europe. We all know that. So don't expect our local players to play Premier League at that big contract. No. You have to be on the world stage. Like a Tajay Gale, a world champion at long jump. Brother Williams, world junior champion, to get this endorsement. Sheila Fraser Price, she's on the world stage to get a local endorsement. You would not find Grace Kenny putting in big money behind a local Premier League player. But because Sheila Fraser Price is on the world stage, you can get the endorsement. That's a big difference. So I don't know if the JFF football need to see how you look at football in Jamaica in this country. I said on this program so often that the schoolboy football is a hamper to football going forward in this country. Why? I said this before on an earlier program. Mbappe is 19 years of age. If he was in Jamaica, he will play in Manning Cup or the Costa Cup at age 19. But in France, he's a world champion. That's the difference. We keep our kids too long in high school in Jamaica. With jersey green. That right. You're telling me that's why a portion of the league Jamaican go overseas to get money. That is so true. Because Jamaican football just seems like they can live. All right. I know a place in Jamaica now earning like 25,000 a month. And when the season end now, you have to play some bush league in America. So look up for some other look at chunk money. Because when the season finish in Jamaica, you have to either look a part-time job until the season restart. Because the season starts September and ends in May. So you have June, July, August, 3 months off with no earnings to find something they can do. Most of these players don't play a local league in the Bronx, in New York, earn their money and come back. Sometimes they come back late for the Premier League. That does have the Jamaican reality. We do not have the kind unless only Jamaicans who can earn from sports locally are the ones who are making it on the world stage. Like the Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, the Shelley Fraser Price, the Elaine Thompson, the Tajay Gay. You have to be on the world stage to earn in sport from Jamaica. You cannot unless he's a racer, it's a jockey in Jamaica where you can earn locally. Like the jockey who consider and ride she's a manita. Yeah, you earn big money. If you're a jockey in Jamaica and you can win race regular and mostly with the grade 1 races, you know the purse money is big. Like a jockey who ride she's a manita most of the time he's rich now because he's able to earn big money for Jamaica. Meaning for them Jamaica, for the owner and trainers. That's how it works in Jamaica. If it's a so Winston Jail, thanks for the comments there. I'm glad you agree with what I'm saying. And our friend from Korea is coming as well. And he said, I hope better again Jamaicans. He said, I hope better again Jamaican sports. All right, this is our friend here from North Korea. I know North Korea play sports as well. I said it earlier. They qualified for the World Cup about twice. Yes, some years ago. But that's it in Jamaican sports. All right. We say that we saw with Brianna Williams. She now at age 17, she now turned pro and she now signs a lucrative deal. Because what? She's making an impact on the world scene as a junior. And we're that with this contract deal now and her coach at the Bolton, her handlers around her, we're hoping that she can make a big impact on the senior stage as well. We might see this Olympic Games could be her first big senior debut. But our handlers are still contemplating if she is going to take part in the World Indoor Championships. They're not sure about that as yet. And she ran a 60 meters indoor and she won. But they're still undecided. Well, we usually say Jamaicans are excited about Jamaican sports team. That may be a fact. Our netball team now. Our netball team. Whenever the Sunshine Girls play inside the arena against an overseas team, you can guarantee almost say 70% turnout in the indoor sports center. But if Jamaica is playing like our top clubs in Jamaica, say a Walgrove play against a Tivoli or a Jamalco or say a Walgrovians are playing a final, you won't see that turnout because there's two local teams. But whenever the Sunshine Girls are playing against say a New Zealand, England, Australia inside the indoor sports center, you can see a big turnout. I know there's somebody want to be a part of the program. Let's see now. Hello, you're live on air. Make we talk sports. Hello, no, this is Make we talk sports. All right, that is 60.1 on the FM dial, and this is Make we talk sports right here. All right, 96.1 on the FM. No, that's one of the part of Make we talk sports at all. All right. I'm gonna go now to Brianna Williams right now, and Brianna Williams, and she won the 60 meter total earlier inside the National Stadium, and we are going to, and she impressive style when she won the event, and she also spoke the post race interview, and she went in fairly good stead, for the youngster Brianna Williams. When she won that event. This is Brianna Williams. She spoke after the win.
They say from start that it was important for us to go and leave everything on the phone. They were questionable calls. I thought that
No, that was No, that was Connie Francis there for you. Oh, that was Connie Francis. She was speaking after Jamaica lost there to try to get back now to Brenner Williams there. All right. All right. So while we have Connie Francis on cue there, we're gonna tell her that Jamaica they lost there to Australia, sorry, to New Zealand in the finals. And they went down, I think it was 57-61. And they went down. It's Connie Francis is there. I think Connie Francis and Brent Williams also spoke after Connie Francis.
That it was important for us to go and leave everything on the court. There were questionable calls. I thought that I would have loved to have seen some more consistency, but that's behind us now. It's only to build forward. Although we do make some unforced errors, that was really costly. But I'm very proud of the effort of all our girls. I thought that they really raised the bar in our net to go.
All right, and that there was Connie Francis there for you. We didn't have the clip there from Brad Williams, and she will speak. Jamaica went down to Australia, to New Zealand for the second time in the tournament. They lost earlier in the earlier rounds, and they lost in the finals. Next up, it'll be Trinidad and Tobago for another series. All right, as we wind down Make We Talk Sports for another Monday evening, Monday afternoon. I said Monday morning. Where am I? In Jamaica, yes. All right, and Philip Fiani's adoration. Yes, man. Philip Fiani again, adoration. And they made an impressive start. There, Philip Fiani there for you. An impressive start there when on Saturday in the co-feature, they made it for 3-year-olds. That Philip Fiani there for you for 3-year-olds. And over the sprint when he won by 9 lengths at Cayman Spark. Brian Rickman at Cayman Spark. We call it Spotty. Pick up the commentary. It's just about some 2 furlongs to go. Spotty Rickman with the commentary.
Off to go. Hovercraft in behind the rider, changing his hold. Graydon is on the rail and El Professor has a long road to travel. But KJ Express runs out of steam and Atlantic Blue now grabs that lead and runs to the furlong pole. KJ Express fading back, that's the grey on the rail. Hovercraft now wound up on the outside. It is Atlantic Blue who leads up by 2 lengths inside the final 16th. Hovercraft now beginning to make late gains. Atlantic Blue running on fumes. Hovercraft charging. It's close between Atlantic Blue and Hovercraft. Then that is Nala. In behind them also close between KJ Express and El Professor.
Atlantic Blue won a close event there in that Atlantic Blue. And also Philip Fiani, his adoration, with an impressive debut on Saturday's co-feature at Cayman Spark for Maidens 3-year-olds in the Mercury Sprint, winning by 9 lengths in 103 at Cayman Spark. The fillies only entered the sprint as aboard the adoration. 2 winners in every race program, and the 65 favorite Luana and Chief Diplomat at odds of 3-1 in the 10th. And Ian Spence is a veteran jockey. And for those who may remember, he got a warm time at Cayman Spark years ago, Ian Spence, because it was the only jockey at Cayman Spark who sports dreadlocks. And that time, they would give me really a warm time. All right, and just the only time they really got excited about sports was because Usain Bolt and Shelley and Fraser Price. Usain Bolt and Shelley and Fraser Price. Also Campbell. Well, that is true, but before no, tell you, all when Jamaica thing on the world scene, see the excitement, but there is none. All right, it happens at the community level. Like for instance, when Tivoli Gardens win the Premier League at Waterhouse and the Gardens, the excitement at the community level, not at the national level, not at the community, but national. But when a sport team makes something great on the world scene, like for instance, when they qualified for the World Cup in '98, it was a big euphoria in the country. So the Prime Minister, then PJ Patterson, declared a public holiday, which was some countries it was illegal. We qualified then. It was a big thing then in '98. So when a sporting team make an impact on the world stage, it becomes excited. Yes, it's true. Because Usain Bolt, yes, Shelley and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson and VC, yeah, because they are world beaters. But when the sport is just in Jamaica, like national base, you don't see that level of excitement. It's more from the community. Like I said, when Boatos won the Premier League a couple years ago, was a big thing in the community, not in Jamaica, just in the Waterhouse community. When Arne Gardens win the basketball, it's a big thing in Arne Gardens. When Harbourview won the Premier League, it's a big thing in Harbourview. but not on a national scale, but just at the community level. But when the team now be is celebrated, so as a separate the national program. For instance, when Calabar win boys champs, it big for Calabar. When KC win the champ last year, it was a big thing for the KC family, but it wasn't a national thing. That's how it happens in Jamaica. It's all the way in Jamaica, so that's we have to see how that's what in Jamaica. All right, Winston Jelly saying compare Trinidad to be about the people who are very excited about their cricket, and the population is much smaller. Yes, that's true. But cricket in Jamaica is a dying sport. And I tell them why. Because Jamaica's young men nowadays, they don't want to spend the entire day in the sun because they don't want to get the dark complexion. Everybody want to bleach. And I said that publicly all the while. I remember one time going to a football match. I can't say the two teams. It was Penwood was playing Charlie Smith at Clinkling Oval. I was there, right? I was there. It's the first one. And during the halftime break, the coach team talk. The coach was Jermaine Tuffy Anderson. And his team talk to the players was the reason why they're not playing and not focusing is because it's at a 2 o'clock game. It's because they're playing in the hot sun and because they are bleaching, they were concerned about their complexion than the game. I was there. So I can't talk. I was there. It's not second hand, it's the first hand. If again I was giving his first hand, I was at the match. I was there beside the coach. He was giving the team talk to the players. I was shocked out of my wits to see a team down 3-0. And the focus about the players who are bleaching and they don't want to be in the sun and they were concerned about their complexion and the game. Yeah, that was there. So this is and that's the reason why enough young guys don't want to play cricket. They're not willing to spend an entire day in the hot sun. Everybody want to go in, everybody want a different complexion. That is the reality. All right, so on that note, we come now to the end of Make We Talk Sport. Don't let why they rub out the ganja and make that's true, Winston. That's a part of it too. That's true, Winston Gel. Yeah, that's a part of it too. They rub out the they rub the dick on him face and the ganja the hand miggle. That's true. So that's true. That's why when they read, that's why when enough of these players when they go on the world stage, they have to adapt to conditions when they take to be a pro sports internationally. You can't carry the local bad habits overseas because it just won't make it. That's the reality, Winston Gel. All right, thank you for your company. We come now to the end of Make We Talk Sports. Really a sad, it's a mixed day today as we mourn the death of Kobe Bryant and the other players, as the Jamaican say. 9 persons died in that crash. 9 persons died in that crash, including the Orange Coast College basketball team coach. That's John Otterberry, and his daughter died in the crash as well. And also some parents and also the pilot and other persons, and Kobe and his daughter also died in that crash. Right, the fire shot too at Winston Gel. So that's it for Make We Talk Sports. Join us next week, Monday, same time, same place for more Make We Talk Sports. And it is bye-bye for now.